Well, the idea of self-care has become a big topic in recent years regarding mental health.
Yeah, absolutely. You may have heard of people talking about needing some self-care or having a self-care day, but what exactly does that mean? Well, psychotherapist Dr. Robi Ludwig joins us on set. We always love when you're here. Thank you for joining us, especially on a Friday. So, okay, let's talk about what exactly self-care is. I feel like there's always some new thing that you're like, oh, should I add that to my routine? But what does it just mean by definition?
It's exactly how it sounds. So self-care is taking care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, socially, with the deliberate intent to be healthier. And it does need to be deliberate because some people feel it's a luxury and it's really not. So it's good that we're having this conversation so people can feel comfortable taking self-care days or times for themselves.
You know, we hear a lot more about it. I think people are giving themselves more permission to take time out for self-care. But it can be hard to do. It can be hard to find that time. Why is it so important, especially as people get older, to do this in an intentional way?
Well, as we get older, we have so many pulls on our time. We're so busy that if we are not deliberate about including this into our lifestyle, then it's not going to happen. And what I recommend to my patients is do it in a small way so that it becomes part of your social diet, if you will. Like if you like being in nature, make sure you take a walk in the morning for 5 minutes. It doesn't need to be long. That's the great thing. I think we get into an all or nothing type of mindset. But it could be small. Having coffee and listening to the news, whatever gives you pleasure and helps you feel like you're regrouping and centering yourself.
And also, one of the ones that I struggle with, honestly, for sure, is meditation. I think people think that's maybe one of the ones you're really supposed to strive for, to kind of set your mind right, set your day right. But it's hard for some people. But tell us what you think about that and how to do it.
And there are so many different kinds of meditations. I think we have a graphic up for that. It's very intimidating because I think we think we have to be centered and quiet for like a half an hour. The good news is you can start with 5 minutes and build up. Just find a quiet place for yourself where you're sitting on the floor and you're just noticing your thoughts. And basically, it helps you have a different relationship with your thoughts and feelings. You can look at it from a more objective standpoint. I recommend breathing exercises to my patients because it can really help with emotional self-regulation. And it's really easy to do. It's free and you can take it anywhere.
What do we do?
Like inhaling 7 seconds,
Inhaling, holding it, and then letting your breath out. And doing that as often as you need to do. It can help you from being highly reactive, and it helps you observe yourself in real time.
I just tried it.
When people
did it work?
Did you?
I don't know. I feel good.
Are you settling? I think of when people say self-care, I think of like that, you know, when the airplane oxygen mask drops down, you're supposed to put it on before you help your kid, and that's like an interesting analogy. By definition, is self-care something you have to do alone?
It's so interesting. Not necessarily, but you have to create the opportunity to do it alone. So you have to listen to yourself and ask yourself, what do I need right now? Do I need to be with friends? Do I need to go to bed early? Do I need to eat healthier? Do I need to be in nature? And then once you decide that, you can take it from there with other people if you choose to do so.
I like how you said it can be 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be this like, I have to schedule a spa day and do all these. It's just take some time for yourself.
And you don't need to do every new routine you see on Instagram. Lemon water, charcoal this. It's like, what the heck?
Dr. Robi Ludwig, always, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
So good to see you. Thank you. And you're watching NBC News Daily.